when you come on stage, do make sure you're not talking about sex, religion and politics. Refrain from talking these three topics. And also when you want to communicate to someone, to pass on the chit and communicate the languages, do not interrupt when you are coming and speaking. When somebody is on stage. And do interrupt, but in a right. So with that note, we'll begin the proceedings today. So small tip for public speaking. I always do this now. So try something which I know. Okay. One thing people always say is when you come on stage, you need to have the posture. Right? You come on. There are a lot of people I observed. There will be weight transfer. That waist will be like they will be standing like this and delivering the speech, and they will do this. Imagine how it looks when you see somebody is doing this. So be cautious, have 1 foot distance and come and stand like this and deliver. So that it, see, now you look how it looks or how it looks. Then be cautious when you come on stage and do this. Okay. With that note, today we are going to have presiding officer. There's a project manager from CTS, and always we take some goals. Any new year, every bugger in the city will take resolution, and after 20 days they will quit. And here our presiding officer also had a lot of goals, and one of the goals he said, still consistently doing this. He said, I'm going to write a journal. And 27th of January, he is still writing the journal. And this is the goal he set for 2024. With that note, let's bring our presiding officer to us.
Thank you so much, Karthik, for the wonderful introduction. Very good morning, Meraki, please, distinguished guests.
Good morning. Good morning.
With a warm morning today, I am pleased and honored to open meeting number 181. Happy 75th Republic Day. We have just finished our 75th Republic Day of India. In this moment, I just look back and see where we are standing right now. We have achieved a lot. We have built reputed institutions, and our healthcare system is good. We have built roads, bridges. We have provided electricity to even the smallest village of India. We have provided the basic amenities to all the society. Does it stop from there? Do we need to move forward? Just I was thinking, I was reading through our neighbor country, Singapore, where they are standing right now. How they are able to even gone to the level of, in India they have 10 times higher growth they have achieved. How it is possible? Of course, they have a lot of advantages compared to India, right? So they have the better small country, and the people are working very hard. The Western countries support. Despite all these things, one man, Lee Kuan Yew, right? So he is the man behind the building of Singapore today, right? He entered politics in 1957 after his graduation of a lawyer from Cambridge, 1957. So he witnessed the Second World War. So he made sure, or he compelled to enter into politics due to the impact happened due to the Second World War, right? So the moment he entered, 1957, he became the Prime Minister of Singapore. Now, that time, Singapore was still a poor country. They don't have such basic amenities. There were people, 200 years before, there were 150, 200 fishermen just roaming around in the seashores of Singapore. But now, more than 5 million people living there with all the basic amenities and the excellent classical infrastructure. How that is all possible? This is all one man's vision. I won't say it is just a one man's vision, but he made sure the entire country followed the vision, right? So he was looking for ideas. The moment he entered into politics, he became Prime Minister, there were a lot of job cuts. England, who was the major source for providing employment, just withdrew their troops, which made 1 lakh Singaporeans jobless. And Malaysia, they were formed a group of countries, but they checked out Singapore from their front. In 2 years of time, he became the Prime Minister. So, a terrible situation. How he made sure? He was just looking for ideas. What can I do to bring my country back? How can I build a good country for the world example? So there was one idea, came from London. One brokerage firm, they were interacting. So they were telling, in the world clock, share market and the financial institutions, they just woke up from Zurich, Switzerland, and then it goes to Frankfurt, and then from there to London, from there to New York, to San Francisco, and then it gone on sleep until Zurich come back the next day morning. Can you guys break this out? Can you make the share market to awake for 24/7? That will definitely make your country a success. Just give an idea. This made sure Lee Kuan, he brought this idea and immediately started implementing it. Within few years, all over the world, awake for 24/7, their share market and financial markets. Today, Singapore is the leader and number one in share market and financial institution in the Southeast Asia. They have achieved this through one idea, right? My dear friends, India in our 75th Republic Day, let's all ensure that we don't need just one Lee Kuan, but we need thousands of Lee Kuans. We have thousands of Lee Kuans. Every Lee Kuan have an idea in India. Let's inherit that idea and implement. Let's make India is also the next superpower of the world in next 10-15 years. Thank you all. Let's go back to our regular usual business today. So we have a guest introduction. We have, I think, 2 guests today.